Hello and welcome. We're getting into things. We're getting straight into the pistol round here. No holding back. It is going to be Apeks or Norfolk, whichever you prefer. I think I'll go with Apeks, but it is them against the Russian side, Winstrike, and it is Overpass, the first map in this best of three for the Esea Premier season. As Grust does get the opening pick. Elian's able to fight back, but it's still in the favour of the Swedish side. As Kreese from the back of the site is able to net down a couple. His teammates still around him for support. Dennis tries to push through a smoke, but that's not going to work out as Nickelback is able to take him before he's able to cause harm to this Winstrike side. Now we have the site, Winstrike, a 2-on-2. Bomb yet to be planted, but Crad is going to get that one down. He's going to be getting that bomb planted. 40 seconds now for the Apeks side to push forward. Freddy Frog shows his face. A little bit of damage exchange, but no kills as it's still this 2-on-2. Relaxer needs to make a mark, and there it is. A quick kill onto Nickelback, and he's going to start pushing forwards now with his teammate, leaving Crad so very low on HP as he tries to escape. He's darting around the dildo, trying to survive, and not going to work out as Relaxer will chase him down. A second kill for him in the round. And Freddy Frog. A bit of assistance there. Relaxer gets the defuse. And they get the first round on the board. And for Winstrike, bomb planted means they can actually get a pretty decent buy up. It is going to be able to rival the Swedish buy here. As a couple MP9s for Dennis and Grusant. Just a scout for Relaxer, a couple M4s of the silenced kind as well. Winstrike, they have an AK, a Galil, well, two Galils in fact, a couple scouts. And just a Deagle for Nickelback. Well, they might be able to find damage here though, as Elian on his scout does actually tag up Relaxer a little bit. 70 HP gone. And he's going to have to fall away. But they've still got Freddy Frog in this advanced position. Lackey's going to peek around the corner, go for the trade. Elian did fall. But for Winstrike, that's exactly what they needed. Control of long and a 4-on-4. As Apeks L rotate an extra player up towards that A site. 3 players now over on that side of the map. Well, Winstrike, they haven't confirmed that they're going to be pushing in towards this A site. They are now starting to push through the toilets. Another 1-for-1 goes through. There's a little bit of control out towards long still by Nickelback. Gives them that avenue, and they don't need to worry about that as they push forward. They will get the bomb planted, but Dennis has pushed forward towards the truck. It's now up to Lackey to try and hold the ground with the AK, but he can only manage one. Dennis is there with the MP9 doing lots of damage and finding all the kills. It is another round for the Apeks side. Few kills found by Winstrike with that force buy, but I think they were maybe hoping for a little bit more. With the weapons, they had a couple Gleals. Could have gone better. This is a best of 3. And just to confirm, it is Winstrike who did pick this map, as Swedes says in chat. Yep, it is Winstrike picking this map. Apeks, they've chosen Dust 2 as the second map, and we do have Mirage as a decider. So stick around for that, as Freddy Frog's not going to be sticking around in this round for much longer, as he is dead, completely clipped by Lackey's AK. They've gone for the force buy again, Winstrike, and things looking good early on. They've got themselves a man advantage. Gonna be hoping for a little bit more, though. A little bit more than the last round. Just a couple kills extra. They won them that round. We'll try this time, though, as he can take decent control of long here. They do have a couple players that you still need to deal with. Relax it up close with an AK, and Breeze a bit further back with that M4. Winstrike just deploying utility to block off any info that Apeks would try and find, as Winstrike going to dart all the way back around through T-spawn back towards B. Look at Kreese. He's in a great position for intel here, and with Relaxer out long as well. He was in front of the smoke that they deployed. Apeks are going to have a great idea about what's coming up, Bridge. You can see they're already rotating Kreese over towards his B site to reinforce Grossan and Dennis, as it is the Winstrike side pushing forward now. They're going to be held back for the moment just by the lack of face from the Apeks side. Winstrike, they need to clear out their angles. They're trying to get in towards the site. They do have Forrester in a forward position. He is able to take down Grossan. A nice kill to find. He's going to dive forwards and get another, dealing with Dennis and locking down this site for Winstrike to get that bomb planted. It is going to be Kreese and Relax, the last two alive. But a 2v4 retake? Nah, I don't think so. And with Kreese knocked out of action, it is going to be Winstrike to pick up around. His Nickelback might actually kick down Relaxer here as well. No escape for him. The Russian side are going to post themselves on the board. It's the second force buy that actually goes their way. For the Apeks side, I mean, look at the buy they've got now. This is lacking, considering they won the first two rounds, and it was a lot of kills found by Winstrike in both of them. They've not been able to build up any cash, and this should just be Winstrike able just to make a little bit of mincemeat out of this one. Get themselves a nice little bolognese going. Using the bodies of Apeks. As a little bit more damage done. Dennis, he's a little bit worse for wear. Winstrike actually going to be losing a play there. That's lucky, but that is just a Mach 10. No danger, or at least not too much danger yet for Winstrike, because quite a lot of low HP players here on the Swedish side. Kreese up on short. Needs to try and find damage, but it's actually Dennis on the Deagle that'll be getting the only shot from that B site, leaving just Relaxer, who's been over towards the A site, minding his own business, and now needs to try and rotate around, maybe find a weapon somewhere, maybe get a kill or two, just to limit the economy of the Winstrike side. Keep them at maybe just 2 players alive would be nice. Means they won't be building up any cash into the next round. Where can you find the Movie Stars game? Don't even know. Didn't even know they were playing, to be honest. So I don't know. Yeah, I'd assume if there's anywhere to check it, it'd be HLTV, which they're not on. They don't have a game on HLTV, so I can't help you. They're not playing in Esea Premier. That's what I know for certain. Not today at least. And well, a nice opportunity now for Winstrike. Maybe Lucky can farm a bit of cash on that Mech 10. $600 per kill, mind you. Double what you get for the rifles, as Lucky does spot them out trying to go for that 3-man boost. He'll chuck a HE over, and that's going to do considerable damage to both Kreese and Grossan, who are caught in the blast. Lucky's pushing forward, and that flashbang is perfect for the kill. He's looking for more, gets himself a second. That's a nice little bit of cash built up for him. Now it's up to the rest of his team to close things down, but a couple of kills found by the pistols, a little bit of damage done by the Northug side. They just do need to be a little bit careful, and how has Grossan gotten that? USP kill. Fair enough. Do you have a match against Titans today? Is that the Tenerife Titans? I don't know. Let me check some. couple Russian streams, I think. That's an advanced game, so you won't be seeing it on AHL TV, but there's a Russian stream for it. C Marty. If you want to check him. It's currently 1-2. Tenerife Titans winning, or ex-Tenerife Titans, I should say. But we turn our attention back to this game, as it is Apeks who actually get themselves an opening kill into this round. Swedish side, with the guns in their hands, hoping to bring it back into a tie game, and so far so good. Yeah, it's ex-Tenerife Titans. Caliber team. I think that's what he means, rather than actual Tenerife Titans. Winstrike keeping themselves up for a hit towards the B site. There's Grassan. Needs to be a little bit more careful on that, as it takes a lot of damage, down to about half HP. He took a little bit of a peek in towards Monster, and he's going to try and go for the repeat. Will get traded out as his teammates, they fight tooth and nail on the site. There's still Relaxer in position with only 7 seconds on the clock. They're going for the bomb plant. Can Relaxer deny it? No. Just a little bit high through the smoke. Can't quite deny it. That would have won them the round, but now he's trying to fight for it conventionally. He will go down, but Kreese is there for the instant trade, leaving just Nickelback. A 1v2, but if he can secure this kill, which he can't, it would have been the potential to try and clutch that one out, but it is going to be the Apeks side converting that initial man advantage into the victory here, though. It does cost them a lot of players here. I think every round they've won now has been only 2 players surviving, so they're going to need to try and find some clean rounds. Obviously, a lot harder against full buys, especially since Winstrike will be bringing out the AWP this round. A luxury Northug are not going to have. They'll have Relaxer on the scout. That's not really enough to challenge an AWP in most circumstances. Of course, you have the movement speed in your advantage, but just one shot from the AWP will probably be taking you down. Whereas with the scout, you need to hit that crisp headshot. This is a nice pick to find from Lakin. He's even going to double himself up. Nice 2-piece for himself out towards the fountain. Does secure his team a 2-man advantage. Very nicely done as well. Catching out that long aggression. And now Apeks, they've paid the price. And Krad, he's going to be looking for damage as well. Relaxer. Well, that smoke isn't really going to protect much, as Relaxer decides to sit inside of it. It's now up towards this B site to try and hold the line, and kills found. Relaxer somehow managed to win that out towards the A site as well, leaving him in a 1v1. Is his team on towards B. They put up a pretty stoic defense down there. 19 HP only for Relaxer, though, and Lackey, obviously with the intel of where Relaxer just was, he's going to be working a little bit deeper here, hoping to catch Relaxer off guard. He'll hear the drop as Relaxer jumps out of heaven. Oh, but he's baited it out. Drops a pistol, but now he drops afterwards. And Lackey, he's read this one perfectly. The spray's a little bit iffy, but he manages to get the kill either way. The HP works in his favour. And it is Winstrike denying the Northug side anything more than just one there with the guns. So for the Swedes, the Deagle is all they'll muster alongside a Flashbang. And it's a very aggressive position in towards mid from the Norfolk side. Mac 10 for Lackey might be able to find a nice bit of cash here for himself. He doesn't want to overstep the mark. There's a nice kill to find from him. Long range spray, not really working out, but he's managed to stay alive and quick as you like. The rest of the Swedes are taken down. Obviously, one Norwegian in there as well. Rasan, the one Norwegian. The rest of them Swedish. Bit of a change for the Apeks brand. Very sort of historically Norwegian, but bearing a Swedish flag right now. So my chair was a bit of a squeak. Hopefully you can't hear it. I don't want to sound too fat. Strike. Oh, nice shot from Ellie in there. Does open up long, and that's Dennis going down. He had the AWP. So to lose a duel like that against the rifle, that's, I mean, it was a very quick and pretty precise shot from Elian as well. Still, I'll be giving up picks like that early on in the rounds. And so now, Winstrike, they're going to have a 5-on-4. And obviously, they only have a couple of Mac 10s for both Crad and Forrester, but 3 AKs alongside it. And a hit towards the B site could definitely work out in Winstrike's favour. That is until a bit of a slaughter comes through in the monster tunnel. Forrester towards short has been able to fight back for a couple, but now it just leaves just Elian. The man already with a kill to his name in this round, looking for 2 more. And he's put down Kreese low. 25 seconds on the clock. He's going to deploy a bit of utility to help him work in towards the site. Freddy Frog going to be far back, but Elian nails the shot. 2 HP is all that remains for him, but it is Kreese with 21 HP. And we'll peek around the corner, get the final shot in, and pop another one on the board for the Swedes. Good work. Fighting back after that initial man disadvantage. Then it's going to be breathing a bit of a sigh of relief after that one. An absolute massacre towards Monster there. Does put the CT side in that winning position. There's Winstrike. They're getting themselves another force or full buy through, whereas on the CT side, it's not looking too good. Only one player surviving that previous round means that Dennis, he's left with just an MP9, a FAMAS for Freddy Frog, a Scout for Relaxer. Not really the sort of weaponry you'd want, but Relaxer's going to be able to make it work towards long with that Scout. Then an opening pick, and that was the AWP dropped as well. Now Nickelback will field it for himself, hoping to get a trade frag. Well, Forrester works his way through the monster tunnel. This is left unguarded by the Swedes. They've left a big gap there for Winstrike to try and exploit, and I wonder if Forrester would be able to find any damage from there. He is, in fact, going to pull back instead as Freddy Frog finds a shot out towards long. Doesn't really want to peek in towards that AWP. Instead, has to try and focus on Crad, who's nearby, but the Molotov, the utility, raining down on him, and the gunfire will take him down eventually. It is a 3-on-3 brought back by the Winstrike side. And still just an MP9 for Dennis. He's not been able to upgrade that anywhere. He could get caught out here if he plays that long angle towards short. But instead, he'll back away. And it looks like they've actually read this one pretty well on the CT side. They're going to be rotating all their players over towards this B site just as Winstrike start to head in. And with 12 seconds on the clock, this could be a great read from the Norfolk side. Grasan and Kreese, they pick up 1 apiece. And with no time left, it's Nickelback fallen by the wayside. They do tie it up 5-5 now on this first map of Overpass. But again, I mean, not really a convincing round from the Norfolk side. It is just a couple players surviving once again. Luckily this time they are just against a pistol, so there's a chance here for them just to maybe keep 4 or 5 players alive. That would be perfect for them. And Freddy Frog just started off nicely. Good pick onto Elian. Gets the advantage over. Now they just need to finish it off, but with Lackey up on the boost, maybe a shot, maybe damage could be found, as Forrester is just trying to spam or do at least any damage through that wooden wall, but really it's not worked out for either side in that regard. A little bit of damage done. Forrester still on about 60 HP for himself. With 50 seconds on the clock, they're going to start to ingress in towards this the site. As Lackey on the boost there, he strikes. Deagle shot rings out. Dennis's head starts rolling as Lackey finds more damage. And with the Deagle, he's found another kill. Nickelback, he's only on 1 HP, but it's a 3-on-3 with these pistols for the Winstrike side. And Crad's been able to catch a player up in connector. They're going to rotate over towards that A site. Kreese is still fighting down towards B. Has been able to take down Lackey. So that leaves just Crad and Nickelback, who still just has that 1 HP. Freddy Frog needs to find the kills here, and he will. They line up for him. The AK mows them down, and it will be Norfolk now picking up the lead in this one. 6-5. Winstrike had a strong succession of rounds following the pistol rounds, but now it is Norfolk who've started to stabilize themselves after picking up that pistol themselves. It is indeed Apeks. Vulcan. It is indeed. Five AKs for Winstrike. 1:15 left on the clock. Plenty of opportunities in the round, but they look set on B for now. And, well, that's maybe not how you try and take B, as Knuckleback tries a few shots through the smoke. He'll get instantly nailed in return by Grassan, who spots the traces out. Kreese has taken a lot of damage himself. He's down to just 13, so he'll need to be careful. He needs to watch out for nade splash damage, and instead, actually, needed to watch out for the boost. The second round in a row, Winstrike have been able to pick up a kill from that position. Apeks side do need to be a little bit more careful. They are going to be pushing in Winstrike. I think Forrester maybe spotted out Grassan there. I'm not sure if that was the foot of the dead CT. But he's going to be able to find the shot either way as a couple kills come through for the Russians. And Freddy Frog and Relaxer remain surely not really got anything to do in this round anymore. It's looking dead set on a tie game once more, but I mean, Freddy Frog is having a bit of a peek in, a bit of utility that actually forces Lackey into the open. Relaxer picks up that one, and it looks like, are they going to try and go for this one? Maybe they shouldn't have, with Freddy Frog being picked off. Relaxer's hoping to maybe find some more damage here, and he will pick off the head of Crad. USP in hand now to try and watch for Elian push in. The scout reload needs to get it through quickly. And oh, Relaxer, a no-scope with the scout. He's going to be doing considerable damage towards that Winstrike side. 3 kills found in the 2-on-4 there by the Apeks side. Means that it was just Forrester to survive, and we'll be able to get a rebuy through Winstrike. Not gonna be perfect. Well, actually, it's pretty decent. Elian and Lackey lacking a little bit of utility, but 4 AKs, a Mac 10. Not bad in the end. Norfolk, they're left with just the AK for Relaxer that was saved. A few pistols around it. It shouldn't be too much of a problem for Winstrike either way. Maybe with that Mac 10 they could farm a bit of cash. Gruss eats a bit of lead there. He's down to 12 HP as Crad tries pushing forward. But there goes the Mac 10. mean, obviously not a high-impact weapon. As Relaxer gets caught from afar there. Pushing down mid. Nickelback's caught with a gun in his hand, but still manages to win it out. It was just a USP firing. Almost blanks at him. Look at Dennis. What is going on in this round? A bit of carnage, a bit of mayhem. Elian's somehow in bank. He's been able to find Grassan. And, I mean, Norfolk have found damage here, to be fair, in what is a bit of a chaotic round. The bomb cut off from that A site, which Elian holds right now. It's going to be rotating over towards B, just as Norfolk decides to push forwards. The Winstrike, they should be able to lock down this round either way. I mean, maybe a bit more damage can be done. Kreese with the AK long range. That's not going to work out for him. It was an attempt. Maybe Dennis can finish it off. The smoke down does make things a little bit more difficult. No armor, an AK in hand. Go for the save. No shame in that. Volume a bit low. What, game or me? Game or me low? Sounds good for you, Rolken. Okay, good. 1 against 1. Who else wants to chime in on whether the sound's okay or not? Thank you, Seaverge, for the resub. 7 months. Yeah. Yeah, it has been a while, that. Jim Khan never resubs. Sounds good to you as well, Merc. Okay, perfect. Man H21347. Maybe turn your speakers up, I don't know. That's the thing I'd try if the sound's a bit low. Turn the speakers up. Norfolk have gotten themselves a bit of a buy here, and a lot of early short control as well. But it is Winstrike who have conceded a lot of that ground. It's Relaxer who's still in position. Over towards that A site. Norfolk, they still have control, and now they have a man advantage. The utility starts to rain down towards A. A man down, Winstrike. They need to try and find an equalizing kill here, but good positioning here for the Swedes. Freddy is able to find another, and there's no instant trade. Lackey, he needs to push forward, and he's just getting chipped away on his HP as his Alien. They finally take him down, but now Dennis swings out for a kill. There's kills now in return from Winstrike somehow with these low HP players. Kreese is still here. They haven't spotted him, and there goes Forrester. Alien 11 HP, an MP9 for Grassan. It's going to be his resting place, and 7-7, as close as you can be. Let's hear me sing. Oh God, no. No, let's not hear me sing. That is for special occasions, and I mean CS:GO is always a special occasion, I guess, but I feel like the people who are wearing headphones maybe not going to appreciate it as much. Let's just leave it with the talking for now. I'm okay at that. Limited weaponry for Winstrike. Maybe they can find some damage. Maybe not. Looking like maybe not here. Although there is a kill. I'm looking for more for himself, though, as he will get caught out up over the smoke. Dennis, he finds another, and that's the bomb dropped. Nickelback needs to try and push back through, but now he's been spotted, and that makes things a little bit more difficult. Flashbang to try and create space. Maybe he's going to be gifted up a frag. Maybe not. Dennis able to elude the gunfire, as there's a bit of debris in the way. Well, it's the smoke. It is Freddy Frog who eventually puts a stop to the round, and it is Northug, aka Apeks, who steal away the 8th there. Well, I say steal. It was against limited weaponry for the Winstrike side, but they do pick up an 8th there at the end of the first half, and this is, of course, Winstrike's map pick as well. So, Winstrike are going to want to get this CT side off to a good start as we do just wait for the second half to go live. Yeah, chat, who are you rooting for? And also, on that singing front as well, there's limited singing you can actually do nowadays on Twitch. With all the DMCA's being handed out, I guess I could sing one of the the Esea songs that they have, but I can't really remember the words for any of them. That isn't good. Get ourselves into the second half here. It is going to be Northug, aka Apeks, now on that T side. Well, Winstrike, they'll try their hand at the defense. They've got the aggression as well, and now the opening pick courtesy of Forrester. Flashbangs, meaning that pretty much nobody can see anything at the moment, but another kill from Winstrike. Lackey will on to pick that up. Norfolk just being picked apart one by one. Freddy Frog, he's going to fall as well, leaving it all up towards Kreese, who's trying to fight long range with a Glock, doing a lot of damage. There's a kill. Looking for more. There's a second. Can he find a third? Running out of ammo. The Glock. Somehow 20 bullets weren't enough. As it is, Winstrike tying the game up 8-8, and of course it goes back and forth here. What else would it do? Three MP9s, M4 and a FAMAS for Winstrike. Should be able to farm up a bit of cash here. The $600 for those MP9s should be pretty decent, I assume. I mean, let's hope so. Let's hope for my own sanity that Apeks aren't able to pick up any sort of crazy frags here or crazy round. I mean, they've got a single P250 and 4 Glocks. That is all they have, a P250 and 4 Glocks. So, it would have to be a catastrophically bad round from Winstrike to give this one up. Even if Northug, aka Apeks, played as well as they humanly could, I think Winstrike, there has to be a certain amount of playing bad as well if he loses one. But obviously we're still a far away from that. Winstrike, I have every faith in them that they pick this one up no problems. With Lackey further back with the FAMAS. Okay, never mind. He's going to get absolutely nailed by Relaxer. Alien is here to try and mop things up. A couple kills chime through. And there we go. Crisis averted. There was a moment there where my heart dropped into my stomach as a first kill came through, but no bother for the rest of the Winstrike. They get the pretty clean 4v5 there. The weaponry obviously a massive advantage for them as now on Apeks they go for the AK-47s. All 5 of them are pretty decent spattering of utility across the board for the Swedish side. On Winstrike, they'll pretty much carry on what they had before, swapping out one of the MP9s for an M4. Interestingly, one thing I have noticed so far this game is there seems to have been quite a lot of M4A1Ss compared to the A4s, which is interesting. You don't generally see them all too much anymore, the A1Ss, so it's, I don't know, just one of those things I've sort of noticed and thought, you know, why not share it? Doesn't really mean anything. Maybe these two hip teams are going to be ahead of the new M401S meta. Who knows? Nice shot from Dennis there. Long range kneeling Elian. There goes one of the rifles for Winstrike. And 5 on 4. Russ, a little bit of nade damage done. We'll try pushing forwards, but the shadow gives up his position. Forrest is quite easily able to take that one down. But it is just a bit of a ruse as Apeks, they're pushing in towards this A site. But 7 seconds on the clock. They need to get that bomb planted, and they will do pretty confidently. But this flank might put a spanner in the works, potentially. Not expecting Lackey up close either. A 2-on-2 does ensue. Only for a moment. Lackey left in a 1v2. Not really much chance there against the rifles with that SMG. He tried to tap the bomb, baited them out, but unfortunately can't manage the kills with that weapon. And off the back of that nice opening shot from Dennis, it is 9-9 again. Neither team able to break away so far in this game. Been pretty back and forth. I mean, can we see the rounds? No, we can't. Okay. I mean, I feel like it's not been more than 3 rounds in a row for either side. Potentially more than 2 in a row for either side as well. I wouldn't put money on it as Kratos decided to end his life in the flames. You know. Each their own, I guess. Russ in a more orthodox manner takes down Lackey. Elian's trying to push in towards Connector as well. He'll mute the AK of Freddy Frog, and just one by one these Winstrikes players are being knocked down, and soon it will be a strike for the Norfolk side. You know? Bowling terms. Because they'll be having 10 on the board. And there's 10 pins in bowling. Did you get it, guys? It was a really good joke. Forrester, last man alive. I mean, and that's a nice deagle shot, but wasn't going to last for long, that, against another 4 players. And it is, there you go. The strike for Norfolk, 10 on the board. Very, very aggressive push in towards mid. It's going to net Norfolk side a lot of frags there. Winstrike, they've left with just 2 alive. Make it just 1 alive. The sole defender towards B. Winstrike, they played a lot of players over towards A. And they got almost nothing for it. It's a 1-on-4. And it should be pretty smooth sailing here now. This could be Norfolk pretty quickly rocking themselves pretty close towards the 15 mark on Winstrike's map pick. I wouldn't put it past the Swedish side from taking this map pick away from Winstrike at this point. Because you're going to have Forrester, obviously, with that saved M4 into the next round, as long as he doesn't get caught, which he shouldn't do. He's tucked in nicely towards the back B site. That's going to be 11. They're not going to have a strong buy around this whatsoever, Winstrike. Maybe a few pistols they could sort of min buy into. That's going to be 12, and you know, if Winstrike doesn't pick up the next gun round, Northam are going to be looking pretty here. Doesn't take much now to streak away Norfolk. And as well, the cash building up as well for the T side. You've got Freddy on just over 7k, Gruss just about 6k, Relaxer 4k. You know, it's not looking too shabby for them right now. Winstrike, they've got to try and find something in their next gun round. This is all just preparation here. Try and find just a kill or 2. Anything just to deny the the economy for Norfolk in any way, which isn't going well at all. It's an absolute bloodbath. The initial nade lineup from Norfolk nets a kill there over towards the sandbags boost, and a couple just kills from the AKs as well. It's all sitting pretty. This, I mean, yeah, it's very quickly potential for 14 here for Norfolk, because, I mean, just Nickelback remaining here. It's not really, there's no point even really talking about this round anymore. It's the next round that's going to be the focus, and I'm assuming maybe Winstrike using this time to sort of talk about what the plan is, because Norfolk right now looking pretty good. On this T side, and that's a little unexpected coming in towards the second half. It was very back and forth in the first half, but now Norfolk seem to have gotten things under some pretty decent control. Timeout called. This is for the Winstrike side. Also, just in terms of chat, just looking at it in my second monitor, I'm pretty sure the team is still going under Apeks. Obviously, like, the brand is still Apeks. They're still under the Apeks banner. I believe it's still Apeks. So I'll admit I have sort of been switching between them in the game, but I don't think either's incorrect. Either way, I hope you'll know what I'm talking about, as it is into the next gun round. Potential last chance saloon here for Winstrike. If they don't pick this one up, I mean, they're not going to be losing the map necessarily, but their options are going to be very, very limited for the Russians. It's going to be probably 14 for the Norfolk side. And nice opening for Nickelback does set the record. Off to a positive note. With Kreese getting caught towards short, the nice boost picked up there. The name is a meme reference to a Norwegian athlete. Lovely. Okay, Apeks it is. Either way, the Swedes looking like this round is going to slip away from them here, and it could be Winstrike up to double digits themselves, and this is exactly what they needed. Just anything just to close the gap a little bit before potentially Norfolk find any more. This B site, the point of attack for the Apeks side, it's really not going their way. Looking like it was almost going to be all 5 players for Winstrike survivor. Relaxer does pick up 1 at the end there with the AWP, but 4 players still surviving for Winstrike is really not much cause for concern for them. They get a bit of cash building up in their back pockets. We're actually running double AWPs at the moment as well, so we'll see if the Apeks side are going to be able to deal with that, if they're going to have to adapt their setup, because so far this half they haven't really had to deal with AWPs. So far this game, in fact, there hasn't really been many AWPs. It's been limited cash for both teams, as Crad, you know, fully blinded, walks into a wall there. Can't blame him. But luckily there wasn't any very fast chase from the Apeks side. Apeks looking for pretty deep control towards A. A minute 15 on the clock. They've managed to secure towards the party. Long they haven't investigated, and for all they know, Winstrike could be pushing deep in that location. They aren't. But they do now send Grassan for a bit of a check. And Relaxer might have himself a chance at a shot here. As the smoke fades, does pick off Elian. That's one of the orbs going down. And the advantage going the way of the Swedish side. This first map has been absolutely great. And let's see if Winstrike can put up a fight. As Crad, absolutely crucial double there towards long, does bring it into an even 3-on-3 as he does eventually get taken down. Relaxer just a couple shot, well, a single shot through that sandwich wall, just making sure there's nobody there as they now push forward. A quick shot does deal with Nickelback as they push forward. He switches out to a different AWP, but it's Kreese who'll get the next shot, and Winstrike, they're going to get desecrated towards this A side. It's Lackey all on his lonesome. The bomb has been planted, and a 1-on-3. Surely there's no chance as Kreese will rip his skull from the body. Apeks up to 13. Luckily for Winstrike, they did pick up a single round. They do have cash in reserve with those 4 players surviving in that previous round as well. So they do get a pretty decent buy through. Forrester, the only man dying when they got to 10, is left with an MP9. The rest of the team get rifles up, and Crad even going for the AUG. He managed to get 2 kills with it in the previous round. Maybe he can find a couple more here. His team gonna need it. And he does decent damage towards Relaxer early on, down to about 60 HP. He's a Soul Guardian out towards A. Still a 5-on-5 though, and Apeks very slow to try and find control in this round. They do have Grassan pushing forwards, and he's been able to find Forrester caught off guard. The instant trade though, not really worth it. It was only an MP9 he took down. But face shown towards the B side. It will at least hold a couple players over in that location, as it's a 2-2 split now. With Elian position. He spotted out Relaxer. He'll just shimmy himself a little bit wider to find the headshot. Nails Relaxer in just a moment, and now Apeks. That is beautifully done to try and find the refrag. Kreese, assisted by the flashbang of Dennis. A couple little shots there to draw the attention of Elian in their direction. A 3-on-3. Now they're actually going to go back towards B, and there's only one player in that location. I believe Nickelback is up towards A. Yes, he is. So it's Lackey on his own, and he could be in for a world of pain here with 3 players heading his way. He needs to find at least one to try and give his team a solid chance in this round. He's going to position himself over towards the bridge, but can he find the shot? No, he can't. For Dennis is the one to nail him down, and they're going to be able to get the bomb in towards that site. They're going to try and get it planted. Nobody to stop it, and Nickelback actually runs out of ammo. It's all up towards Crad. A 1v2 to try and deny the Apeks side 14 here. Dennis is so very low. Just 4 HP for him. A tickle. A brief gust of wind might be enough to put him dead to rights. Flashbang did actually blind up Kreese, but no peek from Crad, and when he finally does, Kreese is fully aware of his surroundings. 14 for Apeks, and Winstrike on their own map pick struggling. A very difficult situation, in fact, for Winstrike. It's going to be map point for Apeks, unless some heroics with these pistols come through. It's 3 Deagles, a 5.7, a CZ, a few flashbangs, a few smokes. Nothing that inspires confidence. But perhaps this setup towards B might be able to catch some players off guard. Maybe not. Apeks not really looking to push in towards that B site. Not at the moment anyway. They're hoping that maybe a bit of spray through the tunnel, through that smoke, could find damage. This should be Apeks to 15 if they can't pick up this round. Or if they don't pick up this round, it's going to make things a lot more difficult than it needs to be. It's going to be them still on 14 and Winstrike with a second win back into the game. And then the pressure really is on the Apeks side to try and pick up the next gun round. But that's all providing Winstrike are able to pull off an absolutely incredible round here with pistols, which they might just do, as for some reason Apeks are going to decide to push through a smoke. Why? Oh, why are you doing that? 3 kills found for Winstrike. Make it 4 with Elian's Deagle securing that. It's all up towards Freddy Frog, and he can't really do much. It's Winstrike. There is the second wind. The Russians make Apeks pay. They tried to burn down the timer, Apeks. But Winstrike, they had a few smokes. They used them perfectly. And then Apeks, they had no choice. They tried to push through the smokes. Maybe it would have been better to wrap around towards short rather than pushing through the smokes. But oh, maybe there's, I don't know. Was there a better option there? I feel like you either push through the smokes with 20 seconds on the clock or try and wrap round to short quickly. Neither way is really really too appetizing. Now Winstrike. Ooh. This could be the lifeline they needed. One round needed to try and... Well, one round needed to force Apeks into an eco situation, and then that could be Winstrike up to 13 before the next gun round. So definitely a lot of potential. This could go either way, and I absolutely love it. Sure, you do as well. Maybe a few heart attacks. I'll make sure to call the paramedics, as this flank from Crad could be absolutely magnificent. Oh, here we go. Crad, he has a couple players. Oh, okay. A little bit messy, but he's going to be able to secure just the one and a lot of damage towards Dennis. Okay, that could have been a lot more. Crad missing the timing a little bit to get a quick second shot. I mean, the first kill wasn't clean, but Forrester with a frag towards the B site does bring Winstrike back into the advantage, with Dennis just 4 HP. 15 seconds on the clock. They're trying to push in towards this B site, but time is not their friend, and with no utility at all. It's an absolute massacre, Winstrike. This lifeline has been cusped with both hands. They've grabbed onto it, and they are being pulled into the light. It is now the pause coming through. It is the pause for Apeks, as you can probably imagine, as it is sat at 12 to 14. And I said it. If Apeks didn't win the round, things get difficult for them. I know how it has happened. Ooh. Gonna be... Yeah, you just have to go for an eco here. You just allow Winstrike to 13. Save your economy for the next round. Get the full buy through. And hope and pray that Winstrike aren't able to pick up the next gun round. Because then it is going to be Winstrike up to 15 unless you can pull off some miracle pistol round yourself. And I mean, what goes around comes around. We'll have to wait and see, though. Opening from Elian. Make it 2. Make it 3. Okay. Can you get a no-scope? A little ambitious, but why not? The gun will be recovered, and I mean, it was only the MP9 they lost in that one, so not really any issue there. They'll upgrade that MP9. They probably would have anyway, as it is going to be the guns for the Swedes. And this is where it really does start to put pressure on both these sides. A Galil only for Freddy Frog. He's not been able to get the AK through. There is 4 of them on the board. Elion's going to be wielding that orb towards connector this round. That could be a pretty interesting position to play it. Able to obviously assist towards mid and in connector. He does have Nickelback alongside him. But this entry in towards the doorway. Well, that is Elion picked off very, very quickly. Can Nickelback find anything? Yes, he can. There's one. And he's going to... Oh, he should have probably deployed that Molotov. As Freddy Frog does push him, he's taken down, and it is Apeks who hold themselves into the man advantage. Good clearance of connector. Grossan, I think he just spotted Grad there. Your time is numbered, mate. I think there's going to be a flashbang in and a double peek to follow. Grossan falls and a dink onto Dennis as well before Fakrad finally falls. That was a little bit messy from Apeks. Dennis a little bit slow on the peak. The flashbang, not perfect potentially. I mean, it wasn't bad. It forced a turn, but at least it goes 1 for 1. It keeps Apeks in the advantage, and with the bomb planted, they should be able to find 15 here, unless Lackey and Forrester can find some heroics. The kit for both of them. They have a flashbang to work with. There goes the flashbang. As Forrester's been absolutely nailed. It's just Lackey. This is an impossible situation. You just save the AK here, surely. Dennis picks him off. Is now map point for Apeks on the Winstrike map pick. Let's keep the chat civil, guys. So Winstrike, they could have really done with that saved weapon. Maybe not for this round, but potentially, actually for this round as well. Lackey, no utility really for him. Crad, limited utility for him as well. It could have been a nice bit of extra utility, but mostly for next round if they're not able to save many weapons if they pick up this one. Could be a bit of just spare cash in reserve would have always helped out in a 1v3, but as Gruss pushes forwards, he is able to find one. His teammates swing through for the trade as well, but it is 2 for 2. Tit for tat. That is until Lackey momentarily gives the Winstrike side an advantage. Crad pushing forward. Damage done, but no kill found until he finally swings a bit further wide. Freddy Frog, he can't get off the bomb in time. And it is going to be Winstrike staying alive for a little bit longer. They'll save the double ups through. And they'll put themselves on their 14th. One round between these two teams. Apeks going to be kicking themselves at that the round prior with the against the Pistols for Winstrike. If I can get my words out properly, against the Pistols for the Winstrike side. That late push through the smoke in towards the B site. That is... Ooh, that might come back to haunt them here, Apeks. And yeah, we're seeing the OT spams in the chat. Maybe we're going to be finding ourselves into an OT in just a moment. There is one final round of regulation to play, and it's double AWPs for the Winstrike side, but that doesn't mean anything. If Dennis is going to pick off an opening play like that, Elion, he's been so efficient with the AWP so far this game. He has been able to find one in return. Brings it back into a 4-on-4. Is going to back away to safety. That's exactly what he needed to do. Apeks, they're on a rampage out towards long. They are looking for blood. But Elion, quick shot picks off Freddy, and now Winstrike, they have the advantage. They're looking for their 15th. They're looking to take this to OT on their map pick, and with Nickelback finding another frag, it's all up towards Grossan and Relaxer to try and pick away 4 Russians. Try and pick up a 16th, to try and find this first map for them. There's the first shot from Grossan. Catches Nickelback looking the wrong way. That's position known now, though. They know there's players for the Apeks side out towards that A site. And they're going to try, pushing in through long. But 2 players over towards that A site should be able to hold the fort down. Elion with the AWP. Doesn't go for the timing shot, decides to keep his position concealed for the time being. It's Forrester who takes first contact, and he gets the first shot, and over the top of the box, Relaxer, he tries to fight, but it's Elian who picks him off. That concealed position works wonders, and it is Winstrike forcing this first map to an overtime. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Give me an O. O, give me a T. T. What does it spell? OT. There we go. That's as close as you get into singing for this stream, by the way. We'll just have a short break before the overtime goes live. You're damn right I'm hyped for OT. This is my first commentary on EU MDL on my channel. Oh, not MDL, EU Esea Premier on my channel. So there's that. And it's an OT. Excuse me for a moment while I just have a very brief drink of water. Remember to stay hydrated, guys. I have forgotten to drink. Nothing beats just a cup of water. Honestly, as long as your water's all safe from the tap, nothing just beats going to a tap and just getting some water. Any other hydro gamers in the chat? And thank you, Gunnar, as well. Did see your message in the chat. Thank you. Is this map T or CT sided? Oh dear. I don't know, really. I'd say slightly T-sided myself. But I think the stats slightly point CT, but I think it's about 50-50 either way. Like, I'm pretty sure the stats are slightly CT-sided, but every time I watch it, I feel like it's T-sided. But, I mean, either way, this game, it was 8-7 halves. So I guess it doesn't matter in the end, as we do get ourselves into this second half. And, you know what it means when it's 15-15. It means we're in for some more Counter-Strike. It is overtime with Grasan. Open the round up for Apeks, looking to start things off strong. He gets caught trying to escape, though. Four on four ensues. This nade for Forrester could do decent damage, and fair enough. Decent damage, a kill. Potato. It is Kreese falling on Winstrike. With an opening for themselves here, an advantage for themselves. Winstrike, they're just picking off players left, right, and centre. Apeks sort of a little bit disjointed in their assault here. Maybe they can pick off Elian. Dennis gets that frag. Nicely done to catch the AWPer from Winstrike, but they're still lucky with the secondary AWP. Over towards the bank, and with Freddy Frog just jiggling his way into the crosshair. That's an easy shot. Spots out the second player as well. Does receive a bullet to the face, but his AWP shoots a bit harder, and it is going to be the round for Winstrike. They pick up the first in OT here. It is MR3 16k. So 3 rounds a half. Then we switch over, and at the start of the half, it's 16k start money, so you can buy to your heart's content. No real issues. Yeah. Yeah, 16k. Nice shot from Relaxer. And again, similar to the last round, Apeks have been able to pick up the opening kill. This time, however, they don't concede immediately after. beautiful flashbang in from Lackey there. Expertly done in a very quick turn from Grassan. Sometimes you can't just beat a quick aim, quick flick. As Grassan brings it back into the Apeks advantage as they look to try and find 16 here. They've got to deal with a couple players. Nice shot from Relaxer to cover the flank, and with the front line opened up as well, it is just Lackey 1 versus 4. And I mean, you may as well go for it. It's overtime. You've got 1 round left to play after this one, and everybody has cash to buy up, so you've got no issue whatsoever with this. Try and just, you know, either pad your stats, maybe make Apeks sweat, who knows. Much like an aerobics class. He's baited out a couple of peaks, and if he'd just held the angle towards the pillar, maybe could have had himself a kill. Spots out the players and, well, trying to flick between a couple of different angles will lead to his death. It is Apeks fighting back immediately with a 16th there. Yes, the org is Norwegian, but the team is Swedish now. 4 Swedish players and Grassan the sole Nord. Or Norwegian, I'd say. What was the overtime? It is 3 rounds a half. So 1 round, well, this last round to play for in this half, then the teams switch over. First to 19 wins. If it goes 18-18, we do it all over. Dennis. He's looking for 17 here as him and his teammates, they're going to cripple that A site very quickly. Minute 15 still on the clock, and they are pushing in towards the site now. A lot of utility for Apeks, just trying to limit things, but somehow Nickelback ran through the smoker bank, got in towards the site and denied the plant. I mean, there's still 50 seconds on the clock, so they do get it down. No hassle. There was the instant trade. It is just Forrester left on his own. May as well go for it. Got nothing to lose apart from your life. There's Relaxer nailing that one down, and Apeks holding themselves a round advantage going into the second half. And yeah, you can see that 17-16. Northug, they had a pretty strong first half. It was 8-7 for them on the CT side. Yeah. Yeah, that's great. I'm reading that right. Yeah, Apeks picked up 8 rounds on their CT side. Actually, I'm going to double check that. 1 sec. Before I spout absolute garbage. Yeah. No. Yeah, I was right. Apeks picked up 8 on their CT side. Winstrike then picked up 8 on their CT side. So, slightly CT favoured, I guess, in this game, just by the 1 round. Shouldn't mean too much for OT, though, but it does just put a bit more pressure on Winstrike, considering they now switch over to the, what you could call, slightly less favoured side, a round down already in OT. If they can pull this one back, if they can pick up 2 of their own here, that would be lovely for them. And yeah, for anybody just who's unsure about the overtime rules, yeah, so it's MR3, which means that each team will play 3 rounds on, well, it's basically 3 rounds a half, and then you switch sides. If either team wins 4 rounds out of the 6 that are played, then they win. If the rounds are split 3 and 3, then it goes to another OT, and you just keep going like that until one team wins or, I don't know, dies of old age. I guess that could happen, theoretically. But no, it cannot possibly draw. There will not be a draw. that can't happen. It just keeps going and going and going until one team picks up 4 rounds in the OT. And yes, also best of 3, so another 2 maps coming up after this. And obviously first to win 2 wins the series. So pretty standard procedure. But a few questions in chat, so happy to answer. And yeah, don't hate, guys. Don't hate. It's maybe could just be someone who's just tuned into Pro CS for the first time. Maybe not seen a best of 3 format before. You know, it's all good. Into the second half of this OT. It is Croissant, pretty low on HP, but it's Freddy Frog who finds an opening kill. Hippity hop. And he get away from danger as he's got a lot of players bearing down on him. It's Relaxer who was meant to provide cover. He goes down. Freddy Frog's been able to secure himself another and somehow a third. With that AUG, he's finding tons of damage. He gets a 4th as well. This can't be real. It's 25 seconds on the clock, and Elian is now going to have to try and clutch 1v4 with 20 seconds. Bomb not in his possession, and an AWP. Maybe Freddy can get himself the ace here. Yes, he can. He could have, if he wasn't whiffing the spray. Runs out of ammo in the AK. Elian's going to try and run away. Doesn't want to give him the ace, and he will not allow it as Elian actually takes him down. So, just the 4K for Elian, but Croissant will peek around the corner. Does end Elian's life. It is 18 now for Apeks, but a huge round from Freddy Frog. That puts the Apeks side on map point once again. 22 kills for... or 23 kills, rather, for Freddy Frog. I think it was Kreese at the top there with 31 for the Apeks side. And now Winstrike, they need to try and pick up 2 rounds. Lucky for them, 16k start money. Means that they have plenty of cash to buy up if things aren't clean for themselves. Excuse me. These... and Dennis... oh, excuse me. Kreese and Dennis both taking a lot of damage, but Croissant's the one who opens a round up. 1-for-1 trade. And with a couple of these Apeks players low, Winstrike have decent opportunity here to try and bring themselves up to 17 to try and close the gap. Do this Apeks side, that Molotov. Not going to touch Freddy Frog. Trying to stay in his position out towards the toilets. Here's the advanced warning system for the Apeks side. As Relaxer starts to rotate over, he drops a smoke. Or rather chucks a smoke over towards Sandwich. Gives Freddy Frog a bit more space and a bit more security in his position. The B site not going to be having any contact as it's looking set to be A. Maybe Freddy can have huge impact once again. Players all around him, they've not detected him, he's not detected them. He knows there's something afoot though. He hears the steps and there's the opening kill. First frag goes his way, no instant trade. Eventually Elian will scoot around the corner, up, point blank, shoved the barrel down Freddy Frog's gullet, pulls the trigger and gives it a 3-on-3. Damage done to a lot of these Apeks players. They're going to need to get that bomb planted, and a huge shot from Lackey will ensure that. 3-on-2, Kreese and Dennis, they should be going for this one. Dennis, he might be able to find a shot there. Kills catch Elian. That was a low HP player, but both of these Apeks players are low themselves. Less than 50 for both of them, and Dennis, he looks the wrong way. Leaves it all up to Kreese to try and close out this first map, but Lackey, he won't allow it. 17 on the board for Winstrike. One more to try and force a second OT. And a pause called as well. It is the Apeks side calling this timeout. Obviously a lot on the line here. chance to close out this game, or this map rather, once again. Don't really want to allow this to a second overtime. Not when they've had so many advantages already in this game. What a huge scalp it would be as well to take away Winstrike's map pick in this best of 3. Winstrike, they are fighting. They are not giving up. And one more round on this T side to try and force it to that second OT. And then things reset once more. There's a blank slate. Fresh start almost. Oh, Alien. Just got a glimpse of Dennis peeking back behind. Waits for the re-peek and nails the opening shot. But Relaxer might get the trade. And he does. Good kill to find. A 4-on-4. And remember, this is just the first map as well of this Esea Premier game. Plenty of other matches, or a couple of other matches going on, but this is the one you want to be watching if you're a fan of Counter-Strike, because this is tooth and nail here. This being swung, and potential for a second OT. It is rotations for Apeks up towards that A site. They're going to be stacking pretty heavily towards A. This could be an absolute massacre. Winstrike, they need to play their cards right. A 4-on-3 heading in towards this A site. They do have a rotation of Grassan that might come up connector as that 4th man for Apeks. The nade doing a little bit of damage. 20 seconds on the clock. They need to push forward, Winstrike. They need to get the bomb planted. Damage done, but that's not good enough. They need to find the kills, and they're coming through. Relaxer over towards the truck. Oh, he gets 2. And that might just be good enough for Apeks to try, or at least for Grassan to try and clutch this one out. 1v2, but Winstrike, they've got the advantages. Elliot somehow gets the turn. I wish we were watching his perspective because that was quick. Oh, Winstrike, they do force it to 18. They do force it to a second OT. It was the stacked site as well, the A site. So many bodies in that position for Apeks. And Winstrike, they still come out on top. They are here to play. They are not going to let Apeks get off easy. And it is going to be OT number 2. Again, MR3, 16k start money. Let's see who's going to get off to the better start. So we do just wait for the next OT to go live. No Rainbow Dash. I'm not that high tech. No replays. No replays for you. This is still live. Oh, you don't have audio on, so you can't even hear me. But, this game still going, and give me an O. O. Give me a T. T. What does it spell? OT. Number 2. Give me a hashtag. Give me a 2. OT2. I love OTs. Let's get into it. It is Winstrike continuing on their T side. Oh, Apeks. They've had so many chances this game to try and steal Winstrike's pick away. They had 15 first. They had 18 first. They've had a few map points to play with, but this time it's not worked out for them again, and it's Crad with the opening. In towards Connector. He's found the kill on towards Dennis. Kree's looking for the refrag. And it's going to work out with the Molotov. Kree's trying to escape. Yep, T's jumped out of the pan and into the fire with that one. 2 players waiting for him on the other side of Connector. The door opens and he was fresh meat for them. And Freddy Frog, I mean, can't really do much about that. Shot through a smoke. Forrester is fair enough. Just going to nail down 2. Lays them to rest. And it's all up towards Relaxer, towards Heaven, a 1v4. As Winstrike have got their mojo going on this T side. Potentially have an inkling of a player over towards short. Nobody has pushed that direction yet for Winstrike. Relaxer might have a kill here. Bold to go for the no-scope. Does win it out, though, against Forrester. There's one on the board, and with 15 seconds, the bomb is getting planted. That nade, well, pointless. As Elliot nails him through the wall. You know when you're just having a good game? And you just sort of... When you play your Esea games and you think, I'm just going to shoot through this wall, see what happens. And you get a kill. That's the sort of game Elian's having right now. 32 kills for him. Up there at the top with Kreese, who also has 32. Oh, crowd again. An opening pick towards Connector, and he will again get punished, though. This time much quicker. Freddy Frog trades it through the wall. That Org spam works out well, and they need to be careful here on the boost. Lackey, he's going to push around the corner, gets himself two. Nickelback's there as well, and together they've given the team an advantage, but only for a moment, as Freddy Frog towards the back of sight tries to hold his ground. And he gets one, but this T-side split. Relaxer's between them, and the bomb is far away. Relaxer spots the leg, gets the kill, and Apeks might just be giving Relaxer a big ol' virtual pat on the back in a second. As I'm not sure if Relaxer's actually reading that. No, okay, never mind, he's dead. Oh, no, he's not! Oh, no! Elliot, he goes for the no-scope! And it legs him! I just did call it. Relaxer had his back turned. Elian had the kill, and I think maybe he scoped. Maybe there was some sort of audio cue for Relaxer to turn around. I'm not sure. But I mean, Elian gets very unlucky there. The leg shot comes through, and Apeks, a 19th courtesy of Relaxer in a 1v2. Mr. Caster, do I play Football Manager? I'm assuming that's what you mean by FM. Sometimes, a little bit rarely. Why? Have you seen my picture? Yeah, that's my actual face, made as a regen in Football Manager. If that's what you're referencing, but Kreese, he's referencing the kills as he gets an opening for the Apeks side. And finally, in this first half of the OT, Apeks, they have themselves the opening kill, and it's not even been traded either. Winstrike, though, they have a lot of control towards the B side. They have the bomb planted, in fact, but with Dennis on the flank, giving himself up. Options limited for post-plant positions for Winstrike. This boost could work out nicely. Freeze up over the top. And Molotov close range. He's going to get nailed, though. Krad captures him looking the other way. Forrester in a decent position to combine with his teammates as it brings it into a 3-on-2. Still favouring Apeks, but only for a moment as it's Lackey, a 1v2, to try and save Winstrike in this round, but he can't do it. Relaxes. Deagle is good enough. And there is enough time with the defuse kit. Freddy Frog will get it done. It is 20 for the Apeks side. They will lead the first half of OT, and well, in the first OT, it was the T sides that were coming out on top. 2 rounds apiece for them. This time it's Apeks on the CT side who pick themselves up too. And we do just have a short break yet again before we get into the second half of this overtime. It will be Winstrike switching over to the CT side. Again, they've got to try and come back from behind. And you have to feel, though, for Winstrike, because they should have had the 20 on their board, in fairness. That Relaxer 1v2 wasn't very fair. Obviously, I don't know how Winstrike ended up in the position with the bomb towards T-spawn, a player stuck towards the B site, and a player over on A site. Yeah, I don't know how that one worked out. It was still winnable though from that position. But Relaxer pulled off the 1v2, and if Apeks win this one now, it's they're gonna have to give a big thank you to Relaxer and Kreese as well, because he's been stellar throughout the entire match. How are the other games doing for Esea Premier? We've also got Sprout and Amiga going on. I believe that's on the main Esea stream. Yes, it is. Or the ESL stream, I should say. Currently, Namiga winning 16-11 against Sprouts, taking the Sprout map pick of Dust 2 away from them. And Anonymo versus AGO, the Polish matchup, that is also just finished the first map. That was Anonymo picking up AGO's map pick of Mirage, 19-17. So a few close games going on, but this is by far the closest right now. As it's Apeks T side, trying to create a lot of space for themselves towards mid early on. Crad sits inside of a smoke. May have himself a kill, and he does. That Orc works out well, but only for one. And again, Crad. He's been finding a lot of opening picks for Winstrike, but then gets pretty easily traded by them. Maybe would have been better just to fall away. Give his team that 5-on-4 rather than a 4-on-4. It is 1st to 22 here. If it's 21-21, we'll go for another OT. Winstrike need to win all 3 rounds on this second half to win this one in this OT. They get 2, they can still force it to another OT, but with Lackey picking up an opening kill, make it 2, he's been able to bring things into an even situation. He eventually gets taken down and the bomb planted, but now Elian starts his rotation, picks off Relaxer and leaves Dennis all on his lonesome in towards that B site. He's going to have to cower behind the site, and a full flashbang does blind him up. Nickelback not committed to the peak, though. They do spot him out. Doesn't matter that he wasn't committed, because he just waits for Forrester to swing in. They'll provide assistance, and it will be... Oh, it will be... Oh, I just realised I said Forrester. I meant Elliot. It will be Winstrike. Up to 20, tying the game. One more for Winstrike to force, or to at least secure themselves a 3rd OT if they're not able to pick up the final round. See who gets the opening pick. It is going to be Crad yet again. This time he's able to bail away, take himself out of danger, and that's a 5-on-4 for Winstrike. Exactly what they wanted. Gruss almost peeks in towards Lackey's crosshair. Flashbang to force back the AWPer. Give himself space. Crad might have himself a kill here. He does have Freddy Frog taken down, and he even got a 180. Forces Relaxer away from the shot and does a considerable amount of damage. Keeps himself safe, and that's a 2nd kill for him. A 2nd man advantage. As Winstrike look for this 21st. Should have it at this point. A 5-on-3. Damage done to Grassan as well. Lackey gets it with a 2nd attempt. Makes a decent amount of damage for his efforts, but it's the kills that matter right now. And with just Dennis and Relaxer alive, they found none in this round. Dennis is even going to show face for a moment there. Single bullet fired. He's going to have to retreat to pick up the bomb, and Krad's going to go forwards. Catches him off guard. Might be able to find the 180. No relaxer. Close range gets the AWP shot through, but not expecting the position of Nickelback. It is Winstrike 21. They've secured another OT. If it comes down to that Apeks, they need one. Take us to a third OT. Winstrike, if they pick this one up, though, they are finally going to secure their map pick and put an end to this first map of Overpass and take us to Dust 2. Let's see what transpires, though. Nothing is set in stone. Both of these teams consistently have been able to find at least one round in these half. That doesn't start out well for Apeks. As Forrester, an opening kill, catches Grassan over towards the monster tunnel. I'm not really sure what Gruss was going for there. There was a flashbang coming through from Apeks that did blind up Forrester, but not really. It's a bit of a half-hearted effort. With Lackey finding a shot towards Connector as well. This is looking pretty done here at this point. Unless with Krad pushing aggressive, he gets caught off guard, which he will. Kreese finds that. So at least one in return for Apeks. Potential to work the way back into this round, but still the man advantage with Kreese half HP as well. Winstrike have a lot of advantages, and these double AWPs have been working wonders. Lackey and Elian just been finding so many frags for this Winstrike side. I think Elian may have spotted out a player. No, I can't have. I'm going to say he might have spotted out a player towards short there, but the smoke down limits his visibility, and he does need to be careful he doesn't get caught off. Utility raining through will alert them to the push forward. He loses his teammate, but that's not going to stop him as he finds himself a quick double with the no-scope. But it's Kreese who finally silences that AWP. A 1v2. He's going to deploy a Molotov, try and get that bomb planted. He should be fine. And he is fine to get it down. A 1v2. Can he secure 21 to 21? Can he secure another OT? No, he can't. It will be Winstrike finally putting an end to this map. Forrester, he gets it done with just 2 HP remaining. And after all of the map points for the Apeks side in this one, the Swedes finally lose out. Winstrike, the first chance they get at that map point, they do secure it. We will be going to a short break. But stick around, because we've still got potentially 2 more maps to go. At least 1 more map, and it is going to be Dust 2. Let's see if Winstrike can put a cork in this one 2-0. Or whether Apeks are going to be able to pick up their own map pick after a very, very strong performance on Overpass.